Hey guys, it's always a big ka-choo-choo and a shazam to each of y'all. Get woke, go broke. Y'all have heard about that and the whole fight against progressive activism. I want to talk to you a little bit about this, and the genesis was an article that came out yesterday. My buddy over in Bristol, Mark, shout out to Mark, sent me this. It's from Fox National, but it's just over the hill in Asheville, North Carolina. Some interesting stuff coming out of there. I'm going to walk you through it. A lot of this you ain't going to like hearing, and some of it's comedic. And at the end, if you'll stay with me, I'm going to tell you what I think you can do and your family can do to help fight all of this nonsense. So buckle up, here we go. This fun is brought to you by my friends at hiddenhybridholsters.com. Last week we did a big giveaway. Congratulations to our winner. He's been informed. This week I'm showing you a setup from my friends. A friend of mine over at Pew Pew Tactical. He posted this SIG P365, a fantastic knife. That's his EDC for the day. All of y'all, level up your everyday carry with mega comfort and concealment from Hidden Hybrid Holsters. Also, y'all tag me when you post your sit-ups like they did. All right, let's talk about this. The Get Woke, Go Broke. By the way, thank you for every thumbs up. There is a dichotomy between, we've talked about this before, what we say and reality. You can say that you're a Tyrannosaurus Rex and run around all you want to, but you're not. The reality is you're not a T-Rex. We have people that run around and say one thing, oh, I identify as this. No. Nope. You're still that. Also, hand in hand with this is companies have all this wokeness that they try to shove down our throats, like Hershey's coming up with that whole nonsense this week. But the reality is, and I'm okay with this next statement, they're out for the almighty dollar. I'm a capitalist at heart, and I'm okay with that. What I think is laughable is them pretending to be woke. Now, this article came out just yesterday, and it's looking at Asheville, North Carolina. If you've never been there, it's right over the hill. I mean, almost out that window. It is a neat little town on some levels. The food's fantastic. The music is great. There's a lot of culture there and some neat things to visit. But over the last 5 years, they have gone uber woke in their policies, and the chickens have come home to roost. 31% rise in violent crime. 31% in violent crime. The article that came out says this: workers in Democrat-run North Carolina tourist city bemoan the downtown decline and call it really disturbing. Lack of police presence is a common complaint. So the bottom line is they're like, we accept everybody. The chickens have come home to roost, and it's now affecting their ultimate bottom line, the tourism and the almighty dollar. I'm here to say this today. Wokeness is, on one hand, it's laughable. They're not really woke. Companies, major corporations last summer, back during June, they changed their logos to go, we're so inclusive, except they didn't change them for the Asian market or the Middle Eastern market. Why? Because it doesn't sell. First, corporate wokeness is fake. Number two, America pushes back. You got to remember this. You have to remember this. You take everybody, put them in the middle, and people don't believe this nonsense. There's a very small sliver, all the way over on the left, very small sliver. They happen to have the microphones, they happen to have the TV shows, they happen to be the writers, and they happen to bang the drum and bang the gong the loudest. But even they don't really, not the corporations, the individuals do, but the corporations don't believe it. Here's just a few companies that have gotten major backlash for their fake wokeness. I researched a lot of this stuff today. I'm not going to go through the details because it's nonsense, but Google, Disney, NFL, Spotify, Uber, Pfizer, and Citigroup all have done campaigns and then gotten popped for having actual fiscal policies that don't support what they say. They say it, but the reality is they don't actually follow it. Now, one of the easiest things to take a look at is media. Books, movies, TV, artwork that is produced out there. An example of fake wokeness is that Disney will edit their movies for the overseas market. And again, one of the easiest things to look at are movies. In 2016, the new Ghostbusters came out. They did that heavy demasculinization and progressivism and just a bunch of nonsense with the new Ghostbusters in 2016. Complete and utter flop. Audiences absolutely hated it, and it goes on from there. 2022 was a really interesting year in media. Call Jane, complete, utter bomb. They opened on over 1,000 screens and only did $243,000 on the opening weekend. That is complete rejection by the American public. Also in 2022, the entire summer, it was the woke summer that bombed. Movies were down 21%. Of course, part of that is because of the push towards streaming. A Strange World. Strange World tanked. Buzz Lightyear, massive rejection. Up until that point, almost up until that point, every Pixar movie had opened at number one. 20 years of number one openings. Amsterdam, now they went political. They didn't go woke in the other direction. They went full political. People don't want to hear it. Amsterdam, complete flop. Bros, complete flop. Over on the TV side, the She-Hulk, completely laughable. The Rings of Power, laughable. The last Thor movie, completely demasculinization of Thor himself. This push towards radical feminism, America completely rejects. Take a look at Top Gun last summer. Overall, the summer went down 21%. Top Gun, you can say whatever you want to about Tom Cruise. He's a weirdo, but there's a whole lot. I get it. I know there's propaganda in there. I get it. But overall, the movie, and I did a video on it on opening weekend, on some level, it is a red-blooded American movie. $1.5 billion worldwide audiences accepted it. Now, that's just through the lens of two things. Policies in a Democrat-run city in Asheville have tanked the city, and it's just interesting just to look at media and how much audiences reject it all. Wokeness equals brokenness. It doesn't work, and the majority of America disagrees with it and will not follow that filth and nonsense. So what can you do about it? I get to the end and I say, hey, what can we do? I want to challenge you to stay the course. Traditional American values, things that you believe in. Put your dollars behind things. There are some things that are just a necessary evil. I have a phone that was made overseas. Find me an American-made phone. I'll do my best. I try, though. I try. There's a lot of companies I support because of where they stand and what they believe in. And I believe we all, including you, should stay the course. What say you? Let me know right down below. I'm Johnny B, reminding you it's okay to be white, it's okay to be male, it's okay to be Christian, and it's okay to be straight.